The current time is 2:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here is a look at the weather features that will affect the region over the next several days. An upper-level low will swing through the region through this evening, bringing continued chances for snow showers across the mountains. Mostly dry conditions expected outside of the mountains through the first half of the week as high pressure builds across the southern United States. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Baltimore Metro area and the surrounding KEC listening area. Overnight, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 30s. Thursday through Friday, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 40s. Lows in the upper 20s. Saturday, mostly clear. Highs in the upper 30s. Lows in the lower 20s. Sunday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 30s. Lows in the mid-20s. The latest river levels in the Potomac, Shenandoah, and Rappahannock basins are as follows. All reports are current as of 12 a.m. and are measured in feet. For Potomac River at Point of Rocks, 2.9. Potomac River at Edwards Ferry, 5.3. Potomac River at Little Falls, 3.8. Seneca Creek at Dawsonville, 2.3. Monocacy River at Frederick, 2.8. This hazardous weather outlook is for the Maryland portion of the Chesapeake Bay, Tidal Potomac River, and I-95 corridor through central Maryland, northern Virginia, and District of Columbia. Day 1, tonight. No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Days 2 through 7, Monday through Saturday. Gale force winds are possible over the waters on Wednesday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation is not expected at this time. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the northern Chesapeake Bay and adjoining estuaries north of North Beach. Overnight, southwest winds 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Monday, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 2 feet. Monday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 2 feet. Tuesday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. Tuesday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 foot. Wednesday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Waves 2 to 3 feet, subsiding to 1 foot after midnight. Thursday through Friday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Station KEC83, broadcasting from the National Weather Service office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 162.400 MHz from an antenna located in Pikesville, Maryland. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Small craft advisory remains in effect from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday. West winds 5 to 10 knots with gusts up to 20 knots expected. The areas affected include Tidal Potomac River from Key Bridge to Cobb Island, Maryland, and Patuxent River to Broomes Island, Maryland. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday. Impacts, conditions will be hazardous to small craft. Inexperienced mariners, especially those operating smaller vessels, should avoid navigating in hazardous conditions. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Small craft advisory remains in effect from 9 a.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. West winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots expected. The areas affected include Chesapeake Bay north of Drum Point, Maryland, Chester River to Queenstown, Maryland, Patapsco River including Baltimore Harbor, Choptank River to Cambridge, Maryland, and the Little Choptank River, and Eastern Bay. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from 9 a.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. Impacts, conditions will be hazardous to small craft. Inexperienced mariners, especially those operating smaller vessels, should avoid navigating in hazardous conditions. The 2 a.m. observation in Baltimore. At BWI Airport, partly cloudy skies. The temperature was 39 degrees. Dew point 27. Humidity was 62%. Winds were southwest at 6 miles an hour and the barometric pressure was 29.76 inches and rising. Now for some observations from the surrounding area. At Annapolis, the temperature was 38. Winds west at 3 miles an hour. At Martin State Airport, partly cloudy. Temperature 39 degrees. South wind at 5. At Westminster, the temperature was 36. Wind southwest at 7 miles an hour. At Washington National Airport, mostly cloudy. 37 degrees. South wind at 5. At Patuxent River Naval Air Station, it was cloudy. Visibility 10 miles. Wind was southwest at 7 miles an hour. And the pressure was 29.80 inches and rising. At Salisbury, visibility 10 miles. Temperature was 44 degrees, dew point 31. Wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour. And the pressure was 29.79 inches and rising. At Ocean City, cloudy skies. It was 43 degrees. Southwest wind at 8. At Dover, cloudy. 39 degrees. Wind southwest at 10. At Wilmington, cloudy skies. It was 38. Wind west at 3 miles an hour. At York, cloudy skies. It was 38. Wind southwest at 9 miles an hour. At New York, mostly cloudy skies. 39. Wind southwest at 10 miles an hour. At Philadelphia, cloudy skies. 38. Wind west at 5 miles an hour. At Raleigh, partly cloudy skies. 36. Wind southwest at 3 miles an hour. Now for some observations on the waters. At Colchester Beach, the wind was southwest at 10 knots, and the water was 41 degrees. At Francis Scott Key Bridge, the wind was southwest at 10 knots. Thomas Point was 40 degrees, the wind was southwest at 11 knots, and the water temperature was 42 degrees. At Goose's Reef Buoy, the temperature was 42 degrees. Wind west at 12 knots, and the water temperature was 41 degrees. At 15 miles east of Frederick Island. Here is a look at the weather features that will affect the region over the next several days. An upper level low will swing through the region through this evening, bringing continued chances for snow showers across the mountains. Mostly dry conditions expected outside of the mountains through the first half of the week as high pressure builds across the southern United States. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Baltimore Metro area and the surrounding KEC listening area. Overnight, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. West winds 10 to